Yo, it's your boy Loon. You know what it is. It's Up There Podcast, and I'm in the Partments with Parlae. You dealing with the biggest one. Hey, Parlae. Meet me at the Partment.
Yo, we back. It's your boy Parlay. And we in the Partment with Parlay. Meet me in the Partments.
You ain't got your camera on, though.
Yeah. What you call it card?
Card. Hold on.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I might get. Nah, I ain't got that. You okay? We good. Let's do it. I'm saying my
Yeah,
bad.
but why
I'm
they
trying
go
to
and
make
that?
sure.
No, you on point. No, you on point. We on point. And we keeping all this shit.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Nigga know what's going on.
We in the Partment. Now the story get told. Listen, my dog about the story. Listen. Okay, listen. Now we're going to start this thing out right here because I'm telling you, my next guest, first of all, let me say this. Y'all know I always say this. I love my shit. Love my shit like a motherfucker. I'm a rep for Atlanta. I'm going to speak on Atlanta every time I talk. Every time, when I go, niggas going to know that Parlay is from fucking Atlanta. He from the west side, and he love that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, because I understand the energy of this city because I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? And I know Atlanta is one of them cities that we connect with every city in the United States of America. And I don't really know too many other cities that really connect with every city in the United States of America. You see what I'm saying? So my experience and my understanding, my vision, it'd be a little different from what everybody else see. You see what I'm saying? And I was talking to my homie, and behind the scenes we was just talking about how she get put together and stuff. And I got my homie Ubi here, right? And me and him always be talking about how everything needs a story. I don't give a damn what it is. You got to have a story with anything. Anything got to have a story. You know what I'm saying? Because people be wanting to hear the stories behind it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, I'm going to put an example. I would like to give a street example for the street niggas. A nigga pull up on a nigga with a pack, 10 bags. And the nigga just be like, hey, bro, goddamn shit, man, goddamn give me this phone. First thing you gonna ask him, where the fuck you get these motherfuckers from, bro? All depending on the story that a nigga give you, gonna depend on if you gonna fuck with him, how much you gonna give him, if you not gonna fuck with him, period. It don't even matter what the story is. I'm gonna give you a free game right here. It's like the weed bags. Nigga get in the weed bag say this, the weed be they don't even know. Yeah. But you're gonna buy the weed bag because the weed bag is the story. That's the story. But you know that, but that shit goddamn came from goddamn that goddamn death row, nigga. Goddamn that death row, straight from Cali. Them niggas going crazy on this shit. My nigga loving that shit. But is that death row for real? It done been so many times you a nigga from the hood or take a nigga a pack and nigga be like, what they said? You be like, shit, bro, whatever name you want, nigga be like, shit, bro.
Oh,
fuck this shit right here.
It's the real.
But if you tell a nigga anything, this that Amazon, boy, this shit going across the country, boy, that ain't new shit. Yeah. Amazon nigga be like, for real, bro, hell yeah, but this shit smell exotic. Yeah. Everything gotta have a story. Yeah. I don't give a damn what it is. I don't give a damn what it is.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I tell you no lie.
That's it.
Fact, dog.
Big fact.
And with that being said, with the stories, like I said, my next guest, with me doing the podcast stuff, you watch people who pass the ball and you figure out little things they do, you add it to your repertoire. You watch people who shoot the jumpers, you add it to your repertoire. That's what you do. So as me doing podcasts, yeah, tell them to calm down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, when I'm doing podcasts, I'm always watching and studying.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? And I always be trying to figure out ways for me to be different. You know what I'm saying? And for me to still be able to do what I do at the same time, because the stuff that I'm talking about is a platform and it's a conversation that a lot of people try to tap on. You see what I'm saying? So I'm always watching, trying to figure out what I can do different. And as I watch podcasts, I really don't never see no podcast that really catches my attention in the state of how I want people to receive me and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of podcasts and I like them from several different things. But it's no podcast that I like because the person who talking, I respect them and the shit he talk about, it's the real educational shit for nigga to really learn and understand what the fuck going on besides just talking about regular shit. And you don't really find a lot of podcasts you like that don't have a lot of guests on it. You know what I'm saying? So when I came across homie shit, I'm like, Oh, I'm talking this shit. Let me see what the next motherfucker talking about. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Next thing you know, I'm sitting. Sean watched like 3 videos. I don't spend about 3 hours just watching video. I don't smoke about 3 blunts because I'm into it. And I'm like, I'm fucking with Shawty. So now I'm watching them. I'm tapping in. I'm like, this shit like mine. Then out the blue, homie hit me like, hey, nigga, I got to pull up.
Yes, Lord.
I'm like, what? That's easy, nigga. I was waiting on this shit. I watch your shit all the time, nigga.
Yes,
you fuck with my shit, but I'm fucking with your shit.
Yeah.
So I say, hey, dog, whenever I'm in Atlanta, so whenever you come to Atlanta, dog, just hit me. And when you get here, we doing the podcast. That shit that simple. And nigga hit me, said, nigga, I'll be there in a week. I said, nigga, we setting it up. You know what I'm saying? My nigga pulled up, got down, hit the time. He had other shit going on. He said, hey, man, I'm finna do this shit, man. Soon I'm headed away. And pulled up. So I'd like to fucking welcome my next guest to the show, Loon.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
It's an honor for me.
And we
You know what I'm
doing the
saying?
work. We doing the real work. You know,
No,
we
facts.
build, man. We build, not destroy. It's important to understand our position. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just telling you, we in line. And first, for who doesn't know me, because I know your audience is wide and you touch a certain level of individual, right? So I want to make sure they understand where I stand at the beginning. And we get into the meat of things. But my name is Loon. I represent this Up There podcast. We peaked at number 36 independent.
It's up there.
Yes, Lord. And
I'm gonna use the class for that shit, man.
yes, Lord. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you gotta give it that, man.
Appreciate
You gotta
that.
give it that, man.
You know, like I say, man, we just we really engaging with the coach and we being disruptive too. You know, our type of dudes, our type of niggas that come from the street, they can't handle it. Because the problem is they done made it so long faking this thing. You understand what I'm saying? And when you next to it, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a problem when they get next to each other, man. They know when we in the building, them certain kind of niggas, it's just a problem. And media is wide open. It's an untapped market. It's new information, new technology. And so, like I was just telling you, don't get out of line. Because niggas is catching on every day. Every day, niggas is catching on that this is something. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I represent this Up There podcast. If you haven't tapped in, go tap in. We do a lot of things. I heard you reference that I do the podcast alone. That is a strength of mine. You know, and I like to always communicate that when I speak to people because podcasting is a conversational thing. You're supposed to be able to feed off each other, right, and engage that way. But due to COVID and other reasons that you know be left unsaid, I just crank it up myself. Now you got to think it's hard to do. Nobody's in there. I'm in my house. That's a house studio, you know. So I'm in my crib and I got lights on and cameras on and certain things going. There ain't no nothing to feed off of. I'm dealing with information though, and the difference with us, we dealing with experiences. And what come from experiences you can't pay for.
Facts. Talk to
You
him.
see? So we involved that way in being disruptive. And again, the no look is what we trying to make sure we don't buy into. You know what I mean?
So no look what we speak about. Can we talk about this off camera? The no look is, and we talking about it in the podcast world, but it goes for everything. It's like when you're doing something, you're building, you're grinding, and you're being successful at what you do because the people around you is telling you and you're getting the support and you understanding what you're doing and how you're striving and you understanding you're different and how important you are. But at the same time as you're growing, you seeing other people's and what they doing. You see them growing at the same time and making it, and you be sitting back wondering why, like, damn, what I'm doing wrong? Am I doing something wrong? And then what people start to do is you start to change what you do. The next thing you know, the format you started with, you don't change your whole format. That's because the people who see you doing what you do, when they know they can't control you, when they know you're a free thinker, when they know that you're intelligent, you understand the market, and you understand your worth, what they'll do is while you're doing it, they give you the no look. They see you coming,
Yeah.
but they turn their head
Yeah.
and they side eye you.
Yeah.
And it's just like in the streets. If you're in the club and you see somebody you don't really want to fuck with or talk to, you turn your head sideways and you just hope that they don't come up to you and
Yes,
say
Lord.
nothing.
Yes,
So you don't
Lord.
got to engage with them.
Yes, Lord.
That's the turnaround.
Yes,
And what they
Lord.
doing when they do that is they hoping you stop. So in a sense of what we talking about is when you stop, that's what they want you to do because then that's when they jump on your wave.
Right. And
It's like a fumble.
Right.
That nigga just fumbled the ball. You know what?
got him.
I got him.
Yeah. And like I was telling you, The only part of that they don't understand is the ingredient that makes that work is that I gotta buy into that. Mm-hmm. If I don't never believe that it ain't working, what you doing is making you look stupid.
Facts.
Because the bigger I get and the more influential I get, you gotta deal with that. No matter who you are, we dealing with facts and numbers and things of that nature that we can't dispute. We dealing with things you cannot dispute. And if you do that, we know what you look like, and we won't deal with you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's do this right here. Even though like it's gonna be a lot of people who don't know you.
Right.
It's gonna be a lot of people who gonna see your hood and they do know you.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of people who familiar with you.
Right.
What I like to do for all them people is I like to take them back. Right. Because a lot of times people know who we are, but they never know who we are. Right. They never know our story. They never know what we come from. Right. And I always feel like if you understand the person, you'll understand their why. Exactly. If you understand their why, it makes it clear on the path that they doing. So when you talking that shit, people understand it. And the people who understand that, it creates a stronger support system because everybody understanding and seeing the vision that you got going on. Right. And that's how you build organically. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? That's how you, when you get on, that's why Kanye ain't lost no fans. No matter how much stupid ass shit Kanye do, it don't matter. He's not gonna lose fans because people know that's fucking Kanye.
Yeah, that's him.
So he do this shit that's Kanye.
He ain't bought into the costume they tried to get. See, the thing about the industry, entertainment business, they'll have a costume waiting for you.
For everybody.
Right. Every single person. They're going to tweak whatever you doing some kind of way. I heard you speak about with Princess. Mm-hmm. I heard you speak about with her that. And see, my mind is fucked up. It worked different. Shit is flip-flopping and flicking. You know what I mean? So when you talking to her, y'all talking about that crunk era. Right? And you was saying to her like about crunk music. And you said to her that a particular song wasn't necessarily crunk music. So it wasn't categorized in a way that could have even impact in the same way. Mm-hmm. Right? The problem I said to myself was we dealing with what happens in the industry. You deal with the companies or the white people, they come in and what they do is they can't take what they don't consider. And they don't consider that how we come up is what make us what we are. So you can't take that, but they take the idea. So they hijack the crunk sound. Mm-hmm. And then they start passing out crunk beats, masking it as crunk music.
Mm-hmm. Talk to him.
So you're dealing with R&B singers. You're dealing with up north rappers. You're dealing with all type of individuals on crunk beats, masking it as crunk music.
Talk to
you
him.
See what I'm saying? And so when I was thinking about it, I said, that's what we deal with in this industry. It's so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make that point to you, man, and see how you know what you thought about that.
No, I think that's exactly what happened. Just speak on that for clarity, because I always like to do clarity on here, right? Because everybody don't listen to something.
And I took you off the Kanye. That's why I say my mind. And we can get back to Kanye because
that's cool.
I fuck with him and I definitely got some game.
That's cool. And what I was asking the first time, I'm gonna come back to it. I understand. I know what I'm saying, but I know it's convo. People need this, exactly. So we flow into it.
Yes, Lord.
So for the people, I'm put clarity on. I'm gonna use me for example. I'm gonna use us for example. When we came out, with a sound nobody had never fucking heard. You know what I'm saying? Right. We using fucking Fruity Loops and we making fucking sounds and these is cheesy sounds. They're not acceptable to the industry, but we create a sound so big that they gotta buy into it. Right. Like you say, they can't own it. So what they do is they label what we did snap music.
Right. See, that's what I mistakenly said crunk music.
No, but we were talking about crunk music. For your clarity, they made crunk music. We made snap music. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So you in the right pocket. Okay. But for us, because they was on the east side and we was on the west side. See, so for us, we rolled with it because it made sense and it was popular. You see what I'm saying? But the music that we made is not snap music because all the beats and the hits that we had don't got snaps in it. Right. It became snap music because after we came out with White Tee and I Think They Like Me, that was in 2004 and 2005. Them kind of opened up the doors for the majors to start coming to Atlanta to start finding this talent. Yeah. That's why I tell a lot of niggas, our movement is responsible for a lot of shit that happened that people don't understand.
Right.
Because the white people at the labels were scared to come to the projects and these project clubs to come find the artists. So what they did was find
it through the niggas.
Who they was comfortable with, who went to college, who know these niggas, who connected to these niggas, said, I'm gonna give you an A&R job, go over there and find talent.
Right.
So the shit we did enabled these niggas to get A&R job for labels.
Exactly.
If we wouldn't do it, y'all niggas been A&Rs. Right. And half these niggas who started off A&Rs started creating labels because they understood the business.
And see, what we dealing with is proximity.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So what we dealing with is where you got to go and find what the money, where it's worth something at. Mm-hmm. So like you say, if you can't never go to the grocery store, how you gonna get your food? You see what I'm saying? So the grocery store is the project club, the clubs or the projects that they scared to come in because the talent's so raw that all it needs is some mixing and some mastering and it resonate with the hood. And we know all us poor.
Facts.
All us poor, we come out of that. So what we can't resonate with each other, you tripping.
Facts.
What happens is when y'all tweak it, we lose more and more people as they tweak it.
Facts.
As they tweak it,
Facts.
we lose more and more people.
And more people, man, more and more people who get in who don't care about the culture,
Exactly.
they start fucking it up as they tweaking it.
Exactly.
And then now they mashing and giving niggas false hope in the hood. And then that's how you get all this separation.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. And so that just go to what you say because, like, nigga, we don't even call it fucking snap music.
Right.
Like, nigga, it just got popular because, nigga, we had Lean With It, Rock With It out.
Right.
D4 Will had Laffy Taffy out. David Banner had the Whisper song out. Cherish had the song with the snaps in it. Somebody else had. So you look at the Billboard, all the songs out of 10, they got snaps. So nigga, snap music.
Get what the label did though. They looked at it and said, every beat you got, if you bring it through here and want a budget for it, replace the snap with a clap. With a snap.
Yep.
Whatever your snap, replace that with a snap. Bring it in here. That shit ran for I don't know how long.
Facts.
We talking dealing again. They hijacking our shit.
Facts.
We dealing with robbers, my nigga.
Facts.
We dealing with robbers, my nigga. Respectfully. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you stealing and you don't know you stealing. I'm saying respectfully, I'm letting you know you stealing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And respect this, my nigga. Cut these checks. Let us get this.
Facts. Facts.
Simple.
Nah, facts. Okay, so let's talk about where you from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What part of town you grew up in, and some of the influences you had as a kid.
Yes, Lord. I come out of Cashville, Tennessee. If y'all know where that's at, Nashville, East Side. You know, James Casey, West Eastland, Chickamauga. Those are the areas I grew up in. I'm also shout out to my uncle Cream. I'm also a North Side baby because I spent a lot of time out there. So, you know, I just touched the town. You know, and this was as a kid. A lot of time, you know, we don't even know we in the middle of the hood. War zone. We don't even know it. Till you get older and be able to look back in there and say, yo, I remember coming through here and I remember standing out here and and it's like, yo, this shit was crazy. You know what I mean? So I was all around Cashville. Some of the influence I had, it depends on what you're dealing with, because like you, I got another side of the story I never speak about.
And when I'm gonna tell you in perspective.
And I do that on purpose.
Yeah, no, you supposed to. No, you supposed to.
Yeah.
What I guess what I'm trying to get the viewers to see and get you get understanding of is like when you young, before you get a teenager, that's why I said a kid, preteen, because as you growing up as a kid, you have all the things that you see
right
when you growing up, and you say two things. I won't do that shit, or
right.
I ain't fucking with that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could be, well, I see these niggas who rob. I don't like guns, and these niggas, I'm a rob, or I ain't fuck with that shit, man. Right, going to jail, or I'm a call out myself. You get a chance to see this. You get a chance to be with your dad, and only thing he do is work. So you say, you know what? I know how to take care of my family. I know how to do this.
Right.
All these things is what help build you up to a teenager.
Right.
Then when you get a teenager, you just say, this is what I want to do.
Right.
And all depend on what the influence you had as a kid is going to depend on what the fuck you do when you get a teenager.
Right. And
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see what your mind was as a kid before you got a teenager, and kind of the shit that was helping building your character.
Right. And you know what's so crazy is, as a youngster, and I never thought about this because I don't go to the past much. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, I heard Kanye say on Revolt, like, the quickest moment you living in is right now. Look, it's just gone. Like, what was just happening is gone. That's a so the past for me is a strange place, but important place, right? So when you say that, it brings back, I start to go back like, damn, okay, who influenced me as a youngster? And I remember because my mother gave so much of her attention to the details of my appearance. I knew who Michael Jordan was. I knew who Tupac was, certain dudes like that. Now, when I get to 14, 15, this when I get to Jay-Z. This when I start digesting P. I'm starting to respect. I don't even know the game P putting down. I don't even respect the game people. I don't even know what's going on, but I like what they doing.
What he doing.
Yeah, but now as an older nigga, I'm saying, this nigga here was, but they try to erase that, even that. But see how I can go, I go there.
But now I want to go there. Because I ain't never had this conversation with
Right.
nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know me and my wife, we talk about all kind of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't share a lot of opinions on how I feel about shit because niggas ain't real.
Right.
And niggas not open-minded and smart and intelligent.
Right.
So you'll say something and a nigga will take it one way, not really understanding what you're meaning
Right.
because they holding on to the example so
Right.
much.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I won't talk, like you say that, and we the same place.
Right.
When it comes to our pioneers, our hustlers, when it comes to the music, with the game in the streets, do you feel like it's anybody better than P?
That's a bad motherfucker right there.
So I think he the GOAT. If you ask me
Yeah, what I'm trying
personally,
to say, and give me a second, because I consider everything. It's computing. My mind is trying to find some files. You know what we looking at, and we talking street hustle.
we just talking about in its whole totality.
Yeah, we talking street. We talking come from that,
Yeah,
not halfway come from that.
Yeah.
We talking dug up out that motherfucker.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Because the reason I asked
Yeah,
that,
he the GOAT, man.
another thing to why
Shout
I asked
out.
that, because everybody like to equate money when it comes to this question.
yeah,
And the money is not the factor when it comes to this question.
Nah.
And when it comes, and the reason I say that, because I ask you, because we same to people, our mind same. And I feel like P is like the same mind.
right.
You know what I'm saying? P has always did what the fuck he wanted to do, how he wanted to do. He did innovative shit when nobody was doing that shit.
Exactly.
P got the bags when niggas wasn't getting the bags.
Exactly.
Doing what he wanted to do in his format.
Exactly.
And nobody had none that never did that. The man done played in the NBA.
Yeah.
The man done had shoes.
He
The
done
man
did
done had
everything.
clothes. The
Boy done done.
man
That's
put
what
his
I'm
son on
trying to tell you.
Nickelodeon.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He hard
You
to
see what I'm
deal
saying?
with.
Facts.
Man, he hard
The
to
man got
deal
tater
with.
chip. The man tater chip probably one of the biggest tater chips out right now.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
dawg.
But see, then what we dealing with is
Noodles, ice cream.
he man, the nigga not playing. And he in my town running around building now. He not playing. He
Yeah,
down
nah.
there at TSU with Romeo. They not playing.
And he kept his son in the loop the whole time.
I'm trying to tell you, the boy a monster.
That shit, that's
But
just
see,
ultimate gangster shit
But
to
this
me,
the
man.
thing. In the South, that's royalty.
Mm-hmm.
That's royalty in the South. We dealing with the rest of the world where we seem to become confused. So my thing be, we dealing with impact fucking with P, my nigga. He had impact
Facts.
on the game, the structure
Facts.
of the game.
Facts.
If his deal would have failed, we may still be dealing with 80-20.
Facts. Talk to him.
This nigga here
Facts.
made them, oh no, what we do, we fumbled. They don't never let us get nothing. I keep telling you, we dealing with robbers. Respectfully, cause to my political connects. They know I ain't talking nothing that don't need to be talked. You know what I'm saying? So we dealing with people that'll come in and do certain things, but P made them see, cause that's how it supposed to work if we talking.
Like that.
It supposed to work how
That's
P
the
done it.
format.
Yeah, it ain't the other way around. What niggas think, oh, we supposed to, the labor supposed to get all the money and we supposed to barely be making it. No, sir. What you looking at with P, they got it right that time. But y'all, now they done sped the game up and they confuse you with the words in the contracts. You see what I'm saying? And young niggas come out the hood, they accept anything. You know, but P, we dealing with impact again. To me, he the GOAT when it come to that. Yeah. I'm dealing right now with up north in these other towns, trying to run around with the gospel. I'm playing confidence, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing confidence, man. Shout out to Charleston, why I'm playing confidence, man. I'm running around up north. Oh, y'all forgot P? Y'all forgot Bird, man? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? We ain't doing that. Jay Prince didn't do nothing. What we doing? Respectfully to the GOATs. Respectfully to Jay and Diddy and Ye, and we talking, let's get this thing, because we got a story to tell, and it ain't their fault. Facts. It's our fault.
Facts.
We ain't got these.
Yeah.
That's why I said no longer. You know, and like I say, shout out to Bank. Big Bank reached out to me, you know, and he's somebody who I didn't know. I don't like with this. I didn't know Bank. He reached out to me, plugged me right in with some people who, see, it's about when you dealing with information, you skip the line.
Facts.
You ever show up at a spot and they say, you got your vaccine card and you such and such, come on over here. You got your VIP. When you got information, that's what they doing. All these niggas here, we got to deal with the particulars of things, right? You understand your directions. Mm-hmm. You understand? So it ain't that he had to necessarily, which he has, but it ain't that he had to say, you know, this or that about a nigga. When you deal with a nigga, it's gonna show. You gonna say, yo, I got to plug in with that. Something is going on with that.
Facts.
And that's what we dealing with. And when we P, they dealt with that. They dealt with him selling out everything dropping something every month.
Facts.
And y'all can't ignore that. So P to me is the GOAT, man. I always speak on it. But for us, we got to make sure that that's inside our message. Mm-hmm. Because you got to know when Joe Budden talk, he mentioned Jay and them when he go to talking the GOATs in the game and how this thing is shut. When they go to talking, they mention and did it respectfully as they should.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody saying, and respectfully, maybe you shouldn't. It's my house. I need to lock the doors. I need to lock the windows.
Yeah.
It ain't your crib. It's a mistake to assume that you're gonna consider me. You know what I mean?
Facts. And that's the power. And that's the power of this shit. And that's why I like, more importantly, what you do, because it ain't too many people who come from where we come from who has the knowledge or the intelligence to be able to articulate it to somebody else who come from where we come from, that they can understand that shit.
Yeah, that shit.
The shit we saying is nigga tell them nigga shit all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
But you don't never goddamn pass. Like for the longest time, I never knew what the two line meant on the expressway.
Right.
I never knew that shit.
Yeah.
I never knew that shit till I seen nigga get pulled over for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck nigga did? They like, bro, you can't go over the 2 times. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? You gotta wait until it turn to the dotted line.
Right.
If you don't motherfucking know that, like you saying, it go right back to the fact what you said. Respectfully, even if you don't know you robbing a nigga, you robbing a nigga.
Robbing a nigga.
Because niggas don't be having that information.
But see, the trick is, like I told you, I done got so raw and cold on them. I got them thinking they stealing. They think they stealing. They don't even know. I just told you I'm sitting on interviews now. Big platinum interviews. Right now. I don't gotta put them out. My message is that strong. I'm understanding the business. Right? I put these out now, the impact. I understand P. Shout out to them. They taught me. You feel me? So it's about the structure of things. It's the recipe.
It's always the recipe.
You know, it's always the recipe. And again, I'm going to reiterate this because I see that my people respect it and they love it. DJ Academics, he spoke on Young Thug. He spoke on how they didn't sell 100K, so he felt as though they ain't considered a big dog, him and Meek Mill. But respectfully, in the South, again, we dealing with the information. We know what it take. We done saw it.
But what makes you a big dog, and who considers what a big dog
what
is?
I just told you, and then I just said it's a recipe. Like, even if you even want to play into that, because I don't play into none of the constructs. I don't believe none you niggas say. I know you doing the no look. I know what's up with you. I know what you trying to do, right? So I don't pay none of you no attention unless it's somebody I'm plugged into and they got my respect. Right? Other than that, I know y'all playing the game, the no-look game. I know y'all.
I I don't even like you saying, but that's how when you got knowledge and you got clarity,
Right.
you can understand that.
Right.
When niggas say shit, it don't make sense. You just like, I ain't paying that shit no
Right,
attention.
right,
That shit don't
right,
make no
right,
sense.
right.
But when you don't, you feed into it.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Thug is probably the most influential person right now.
Let me say this, because this is a point I want to make, and hopefully someone can come out and respond to it, because it's fresh on my brain. If you ask DJ Academics right now, what does a rapper need for a rapper to be considered signed to a label? He's gonna name off a list of things, right? If you're dealing with image, he ain't gonna just say, yo, that image, that's it. If you're dealing with just the numbers and a lazy guy, he got one record, he ain't dropping, you gonna say, damn, his work ethic, right? It's a recipe for things. So that 100K don't speak to the recipe, right? Yeah, I took a little egg out of it, but I added more batter, which is gonna, which is key. I added more batter. I took some egg out of it. I spreaded it out. Now count what they doing and put my percentage on it respectfully to them hustlers.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
But put some respect on the situation, because you won't let them folks sign me because my numbers is powerful. You won't come get an interview. You won't come do an interview because I'm Parlay. I need to have several things checked off for you even consider. Then we may be even talking money.
Talk to him.
But the recipe is ignored when they deal with the South, and I'm sick of them. And respectfully to them, and it's a war. It's just, and I love this. See, that's the problem. I love this thing. I love this game. I'm a student of this game. It's almost nothing I know nothing about. I don't know everything. I'm dumb. I tell niggas that, but I'm in Bluetooth mode. Feel me? I'm trying to figure discovery mode. What you say? Who is that little nigga over? You see me, they'll tell you my value. You see, I push up alone. I'm dealing with information.
Talk to them. They don't understand what you're saying, though, dog. That's what I was saying. They ain't understanding what you.
Yeah.
They ain't understand what you're saying. Like, and I'm not even gonna explain that. If you just don't understand, you just don't understand.
You ain't one of mine. And see, that's the thing we gotta also do. Like I told you, it ain't about you can't grab some dope and post up on the interstate. You wasting your time. You gotta go where they buying dope at. And if when I'm talking, you ain't resonating, you ain't one of mine. I'm looking past you. I'm looking for mine.
Facts.
Respectfully.
Facts.
You feel me? Yeah.
Hell yeah. What got you into doing a podcast?
I'm a beat man. First of all, you know, and I'm critical. I'm critical of no one. I'm critical of the information, right? So, I deal with a lot of these guys. I'm a student of this game. I know them all. I know their backgrounds. I know where they come from. I know what they lying about. I know what they covering up, right? That's why I deal with them disruptive, because I know I'm dealing with what I know I'm dealing with, and you can't shake it, right? So, in regards to podcasts, and my range is way far, right? I deal with Joe Rogans, right? More than really anyone, but you gotta understand my formula is wide, bro. This all I do. I'm smothered in information. This all I do, home. When I pull up, I'm playing something that ain't got nothing to do with music. I don't want to hear music. And I fuck with music. That's an Easter egg for the people that know me from music. Right? But that ain't what this about. This here about getting some information out to the people. So I'm dealing with, I'm a fan of Charlamagne the God is the GOAT. Right? When we deal with this space right here, respectfully, they go to ignoring shit.
It's not to cut you off, but that you say that, and it took me some time to understand. You know, when you're a street nigga, you tend to look at everything from a street aspect.
Right. Right.
If it don't fit the street aspect,
right, you
just like, all that shit like that.
Right.
And it took me a long time to really understand that, because for a little bit, I ain't like Charlamagne.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I didn't understand what he did.
Right.
Once I understood what he did and how he did it, I started saying, the nigga really a genius.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because he know how to play in that pocket.
Exactly.
And
And you
somebody
gotta
play
see.
that part.
Sometimes you gotta. It ain't. See. Sometimes you gotta ignore what the person is doing for them and understand what it's doing for you. You understand? So when you're dealing with Charlemagne in that space, you got to deal with that space first. You got to deal with where he at talking like this. And what they do to the game. What they do to the spectrum and open thing. He up there saying certain things. He up there doing certain things that's, you know, he pushing the line to where it's a little more acceptable. I just saw Big Bang come out on stage with the blunt. They re-voted AT&T. I'm 100% sure they asked them not to do that. I'm telling you, right? So what? But he pushing the line, right? You got to pay niggas that this is what we is. If I ain't out here with my blunt in my bank, right? But you got to push the line. And fuck what they do for him. What they done for me, right? So if we dealing with what Charlemagne done for the game, when you dealing with them, not even that, we can put that to the side. Let's deal with something else. Let's deal with bringing the camera out on interviews, cutting them up and put them on YouTube, right? I remember seeing, again, I'm evolving in this game, right? And the people that follow me, they know this. I remember calling like, yo, Vlad, what's up with you, my boy? It's things with Vlad that we question, right? But I was calling him out for something. I want to be respectful to my audience and explain my position on this, because they still tag me in his videos and put things under his YouTube comments and things, right? Because they know I'm dealing with information. So if I said it, they kind of try to stand next to it. Right, they might put a spin on it or something. I get it.
Yeah.
Again, they think they stealing. But I know what's going on. It's only when they come see me, they gonna come back and see me. Yeah. So anyway, fuck, I do that all the time.
Talking about the Vlad.
All right, so I call Vlad out. Right, I say, yo, when somebody die, you putting them clips back up. I didn't respect that. I had an issue like, yo, is you sending that money off? Because you being paid already, right? So listen, I know the business. Again, I'm not dealing with you from my emotions, even though I'm passionate in my communication.
I'm dealing with you with knowledge.
I'm dealing with the information.
Facts.
So I see you drop the video. Nonetheless, you know, your business model is king. Now, if we want to, he's something in the YouTube space that if you're not modeling that, you might lose. The boy is king in YouTube world. I'm telling you the business, not what I'm thinking about who we talking to, and the business. The boy is doing something that ain't been done. Now, I call him, I say, you putting these videos back out. You sending this out because I know your business model. You putting out 20 clips, right? I know what that's doing for you at 1 million views a clip or whatever it's doing. Then you dropping that 2-hour video, right? Or whatever the hour video. I know what that's doing in regards to retention. I know what they pay when. See, the problem is they got me confused with the music guys. So many people run into me and want to know my YouTube numbers. I tell them, talk to me about the business, right? When we deal with podcasting, we dealing with, for me, I keep mine about 1.5 hours, right? We dealing with 1.5 hours. When we deal with ads for that much time, we dealing with a different number than a nigga that got a single out.
Facts.
His 1 million views and my 1 million views look totally different.
Facts.
I'm not sure if they want me to say that. They want me to think that this number that's going around for these rappers, this 3,500, 4,500 number that you seeing, 5,500 for 1 million views, 10,000, whatever. They think that I'm supposed to adopt that. I know the difference though. I'm dealing with information. So I see Vlad do that, right? You put all those things out and you eat, then you drop it when the nigga die. You know what folk doing when somebody die. I'm dealing with analytics too. I know what going. They going to YouTube. Mo3 dead. That's popping up. Mo3 died. RIP. Mo3 flashback interview. Right? I had an issue with that. Or not just Mo3. I coach because he's dealing with us. Yeah. Right? So I said something about that. Now, when I deal with the information, he didn't set that blueprint. We did. Because they got. And I won't call their names, right? But they got us. We started. Again, I'm dealing with information. They didn't start that. So they copy in what? And I had to say, damn, man, I don't know how to feel now. Because I took a strong position on that. And I'm like, damn, but they doing it because they see them doing it. And they us. But let's also, ain't nothing wrong with doing it. Let's go in conjunction, though. Whatever's being made off there, let's send that to that family.
Facts.
And then let's move on. But I'm dealing with Charlemagne. He's again the GOAT in this space just from an opportunity standpoint. It's hard for a nigga to give opportunity.
Facts.
These niggas scared to give up. So just in that, and we ain't dealing with, I just told you two things. The business model of the YouTube is the game we dealing with.
Facts.
And then we dealing with what he's done on radio with our color. You know what he was saying at the beginning? Some of the wild shit he pushing the line.
Facts.
So that helped us, and a lot of us podcasters don't know that, but I'm dealing with Joe Budden too. I'm dealing with him, monster in this game. If niggas in the South, he don't really, I don't know. I don't know if my street guys, they don't tap into it. But I'm telling you, when we dealing with this thing with vibes, what we do, monster.
This is because as far as that, it's the outreach, it's the outlook and reach. I'm gonna tell you about the South. If you want niggas down here to fuck with you, you gotta show them that you're authentic.
Exactly.
If you show them any piece of unauthentic, what's the word, baby? Unauthenticity. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
If you show them that, they like they flop.
It's over with, right?
And Joe Budden should have had times in his career when niggas don't look at this shit like.
Ooh, he flawed. It makes sense.
Like that. So now when he talking this shit, he talking, even though he is good at what he do,
it ain't
we understand
the same.
niggas like,
right, okay, I see that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And see me, I come in the game I'm trying to deal with
you dealing with information. They're not dealing with information.
To put that on the shirt.
You know what I'm saying? You dealing with information. They're not dealing with information.
Right.
And me being halfway, I have to deal with information now because of what I'm doing. I have to understand what I'm doing.
Yes,
understand how to. Oh no, I'm gonna go.
Yes, Lord.
I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do it like this. And that's how I'm able to create my platform.
Exactly.
Nigga, that strategically, I built this shit.
Yes, Lord.
Strategically.
Yes, Lord.
Ain't no shit I just said, I'm gonna do this.
Right. You can tell though. See, you can tell those of us that understand it's a recipe. You little niggas in the house on the wall with the respectfully. You got to understand what it take, man. You playing. I ain't saying don't start this thing, but it's the barrier entry so low. You playing these things is cheap. Like, dog, don't play with yourself, right? So even when I look at your shit, and we ain't even dealing with who you are as an individual and as an artist and as a CEO, a writer, a publisher, we ain't even dealing with that. We dealing with just the look and just the professionalism. That's number one. And when you can capitalize on that, what you gonna do? Cause you come out this game, you know what it is in this game. But a lot of these niggas, they think they stealing. you see what I'm saying? They think they stealing, bro. But Joe Bud, but then when we deal with again Rogan, I watch Tom Segura, I watch Theo Vaughn, I watch everybody. Cause again, I got to deal with these white folks too. My range is different, bro. I gotta sit down with Lil Boosie and sit down with Earn Your Leisure. Very few people can do both. Either they gonna sound too small with Boosie or too dumb with Earn Your Leisure. I'm dealing with both of them. My range is different, right? So when I'm saying in my platform, I'm dealing with this whole game. And I'm sure I'm missing names that I'm gonna think about, because again, I very seldom deal with the past in regards to anything really. I grab the lesson from it and I'm looking at where we going with this thing. You know what I mean? So, but again, stay in line. Niggas is in line, man.
Yeah, niggas in line.
Yeah, niggas is in line. Trey out. Yeah, I see Wallow. Ooh, Wallow, they gave that boy turkey. They gave that boy macaroni, fried chicken. Boy, that boy eat. Ooh, they gave them boy, respectfully though, I'm saying, because I got to deal with the information. Right? Or I'm being dumb. We see the NFL players getting smarter.
Facts.
We see the NBA. We dealing with information that hold up. Why they say they want to do what? Buy some what? Nah, I tell you what. I'll scream y'all name. Fuck that little money. I'm rich. I need 4% equity.
Facts.
Cause that 96% gonna make you work hard than a motherfucker. And I stand to win. That little 70,000, I'm rich. Y'all tricked us too long with that game.
Talk to him.
You know, so all that shit, this shit is just in me.
Nigga been watch the interview right here about 5 times.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Nigga been watching the fuck out 5 times.
Yes, Lord. Again, they dealing with the South. They got me fucked up.
Facts.
They dealing with the South. I stand on it.
Facts. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm standing on that shit with you.
Yes,
dog.
Lord.
They talking about it at the same time. I'm learning too. And at the same time,
we all live.
I'm
Let me say, I'm dumb.
Too.
I'm dumb. Nigga, you see I come in I'm by myself. I'm in Bluetooth, dog. I'm watching and listening. I'm dumb. Never arrogant. Nigga, I'm in the house and the lights off.
Hey, niece. Hey, you remind me of my brother OGK. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Done. But you remind me of my brother OGK.
Yeah.
Shout out my brother OGK.
Yeah, shout out.
The same thing.
Yeah.
No, but the same shit, like, the same conversation you having, me and him have.
Yeah.
And then, like, the shit so crazy because, like, y'all mannerism is the same, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they got to deal with us, bro.
Oh, no, listen, he's going to call me, dog. He going to say, yo, bro, call that nigga right.
You know, call me.
Because he's one of them people like you.
Yeah.
He's a fiend for fucking information.
We're in the information age.
He's bro, I mean, he's just like you. I'm there. It all depends on how much you got to do what I'm doing.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm one of them.
Exactly.
If it is, okay, do this, I gotta learn. So if this what I'm doing, and it's 5 things that attach to this,
Yeah.
I gotta know all 5 of the things.
Yeah, and see, I lost all my friends podcasting and shit. Right? Even doing what I do, just being the type nigga I am. It's that, listen, relationships are, I don't watch out. Everybody's pulling from me. Nigga, I got to climb out some shit. Man, my mama and them depending on me, nigga. Bag up with this shit. Nigga, my little boys and them, nigga. I got to figure this out. But everybody took what I do is, see, they didn't understand. I got a separation. It's separation for the elevation.
Talk to him.
I had to separate, home. Nigga, I was dumb. I went to jail 7 times. Every time they gave me a bond, I'm out. They can't teach me. I was dumb. Right? So the problem is, now I'm dealing with an individual who separated from the pack and smothered itself in just information and trying to figure shit out. You know, but what we do, bro, is worth so much money. It's important we know that, because they're going to try to tell us that, well, I don't understand your audience, or da-da-da-da-da. Listen, we understand. We dealing with what y'all, first of all, even with streams, right? Why don't nobody know what Apple doing with the information? Like, yo, they give me 1 point such and such cent, or a rapper 1 point such and such cent on the stream. But what is they making off that stream? And how is they making that? And what is that about? And how do you sell that? Because I got some streams. And maybe I don't want to go through Apple. Respectfully though. Apple don't want to go through Spotify. Just respect me like one of your competitors. Treat me like a peer, not a worker. Nothing changes with rappers and labels. Just the relationship changes. You know, again, they had it right with P. They had it right with P. This other thing is what we get, but they had it right with P. But you know, like I say, I'm dealing with all of them. You tell me, you answer that question. Who you dealing with in regards to getting you in the podcast? You just a nigga that,
bro.
Right.
Me doing this podcast is, I started off because I knew I had a voice. I know people fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I know this. I'm a good nigga. Like,
Right.
you know, I'm probably, niggas can't really say bad shit about me. If they did,
Right.
it's their opinion. It's opinion.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't get into all that.
Right.
Even my street cred.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I always stood on me. I always been real, regardless of what everybody say.
Yeah.
So once I started doing the videos like I was talking about,
Right.
I seen how many people gravitate, people calling hell yeah, Parlae, and I started saying, well, people listening. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So after I went viral, and to be crazy about it, one time something happened to a little girl, I spoke on all the big homies and said, everybody said they big homies, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Charlamagne picked it up. He had a whole segment in the Breakfast Club about the shit.
That's big.
Played the whole video,
That's
talked
big.
about it and everything.
You see, and that speaks to what again, who else out there would have picked it up?
Nobody. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta look at dude, bro, and be like, yo,
But
man,
see, this after I
Even
accepted,
if-
this after
Yeah,
I accepted
right.
the fact of
Right.
what was going. What
Again,
had
the
going
fuck
on.
what he doing for
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, yeah.
What he done for the game.
Facts. And that was big. So I said I'm gonna start speaking just
Right.
you know for niggas to get information.
Exactly.
Because niggas don't get information. And I got information. I know I got information.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So I just
Because you
started
dealing with experience.
facts.
Yeah.
So I told you when I first started doing the podcast, I'm a street guy, so I always want to keep my edge. Always.
Yeah.
And you gotta think it's like the short man syndrome with me because
Right.
I came in with a group, franchise boys, we was dancing.
Okay.
So, but if niggas know me, niggas gonna be like, oh, nah, shout out one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I battled that. So I always keep that shit carry with me. Just I know this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I always want to be true to myself. Always.
Right.
I
Because you
can't do
dealing with reality. They
Facts.
dealing with the image.
facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay true to myself.
Right.
So we started doing paperwork Sunday.
And boy, I told you, it took a certain kind of nigga to do paperwork Sunday.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cumber, you niggas can't do paperwork Sunday in your town and go back to any grocery store or anything.
You know what I'm saying? So when I started doing that, I'm just like, I just want to make a difference, like a real difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and respectfully, it ain't no shade to nobody.
Right.
Because I didn't go at it saying, I'm gonna get this nigga chest. Listen, send me the paperwork, I'm gonna read the name. Half these niggas don't even know their government.
Right.
I'm just gonna, whatever I get, I'm just gonna read it.
Yeah.
I'm just reading it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all take the shit
Yeah.
and do what you do.
Right.
Once I started seeing name and nigga shit was going on, and niggas who I fucked with have respect for and what
Right.
they do, how they do.
Right.
Once I seen they still
They try to get messy.
they still fucking with niggas that they know the story of.
See, I ain't never seen that. Okay, so
So it's always easy to say, oh, shout told I'm with the whoop. Yeah, what's your problem? What's your problem with home? Because one thing in the streets, one thing I understand in the streets, and I know for in the streets, you don't never say nobody tell it. You say,
yes, Lord.
look at this shit right here.
That's the only way. Yeah,
That's what you
gotta
say.
be
It's
like
that simple.
Right.
So you can't say it if it don't come with no paperwork with that shit.
Okay,
You see
yeah.
what I'm saying? So this is the way to keep niggas from saying, I ain't seen no paper, I ain't
Right,
do this.
right.
So once I started seeing niggas still fuck with niggas, I was just like, I'm in a lose situation. Because what I'm doing is, I'm taking a good name of what I do and a good face card,
Boxing it
and
out.
everybody fuck with me. Now I'm creating unwanted
You
attention.
7 foot tall on the 3-point line.
It's facts.
Yeah, you
see what I'm
7
saying?
foot tall on it. You need to get by the goal, and you born by the goal, nigga. You
But see, that's what,
and you.
But that's what have information.
See, this is the thing. Ain't nothing wrong with our power and our strength. We use it wrong.
Facts.
You know, it's like a big strong nigga that's tearing houses and shit. That man, go pull something out to fix the earth or some shit. Go fix it. You know what I'm saying? You wasting your time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
niggas got shit that only certain niggas can do, but you wasting it on. Ain't nothing wrong with the aim. Gotta change the target.
And that's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, you know what? Like you said, it goes back to information.
Exactly.
But you have to have the knowledge to have
Right.
to be able to seek the information
Exactly.
and have the wisdom.
Exactly.
So I said, you know what? You got the niggas who love this shit.
Right.
Man, boy, this shit, boy, goddamn.
Right.
Then you got the niggas who don't like it, who
Right.
like, nah, man, it's my nigga, or nah, it ain't happen like
Right.
that. Then you got the niggas in the middle.
Right.
All right. When I looked at that math, I said
3 against 1.
33 to 66.
Yeah.
I'm losing. I don't like that math.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't got the
Especially for nothing. I like that math when you come get shot out my house or
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
the gun on or grab one of my kids or
Yeah.
threaten something I love or
Yeah.
fuck with something I
Yeah.
like whatever odds you put on the table.
But not like in this.
But when we dealing with nothing, nigga, please.
Nah. So I
All
just
them
said,
fleas on, I'm a big dog.
so I said, boom. You know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna do a podcast.
Right.
I said, we gonna do what? You know what I want to do? I want to talk to all the OG niggas because I felt like
Right.
young niggas don't get the game
Right.
because that it really ain't no project no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you growing up in the projects, you get a chance to see all varieties of the
Get a
project.
mixture of this shit. Africans and
You know what I'm
everything
saying?
in mind.
No, I'm just in a form of
Growing up.
in a form of.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. growing
I'm
up.
just saying in a form of
Visual.
understanding of it. Like okay, like you got drug dealers,
Yeah,
you
that's
got
what
car
I'm talking
thieves,
about.
you got robbers,
That's
you
what
got
I'm talking
workers,
about. Yeah,
you got
yeah,
finessers,
yeah,
you got thieves.
Yeah.
So you get a chance to goddamn pick with the fuck you
Deal
want
with
to do.
everything.
So now, if you want to steal cars, soon as you get in the game and stealing cars, the niggas who been doing it gonna teach you
Exactly.
how to steal cars.
Exactly.
Nigga, we don't use a
Exactly.
screwdriver. Nigga,
Yeah,
we do this, we do this.
yeah.
So immediately, as soon as you get in stealing cars, you learn how to do that shit to the
Right.
best of
To
whoever
your
doing
ability.
that shit.
Right. For
Then
sure.
you do that for a year or
Sure.
two. You like, man, I ain't gonna do that shit no more.
Right.
You know what? I want to start doing white collar crime.
Right.
Then you get with these niggas, they gonna teach you how to do it to
Whatever
the best of
they
your
doing.
ability.
Right.
So as you go from fucking a little nigga to 22, 23, you finna learn 4, 5, 6, 7
Right.
fucking traits the best of your ability.
Right.
Nigga don't have that no more.
Exactly.
So I just said I want to refill that game for niggas who doing that
Right.
because I know a little bit about all this
That's
shit.
what I'm trying to tell
And
you.
I know
Right.
niggas who understand all this shit.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I said I want to talk to OGs so to get game.
Right.
So when I started doing OG talk, started doing all the older niggas, young niggas was like, shit, Parlay, we got story too. We don't get
Here we go. Yeah.
Let me do something for them young niggas.
Okay.
In the Partments with Parlay.
So you switch. That's where you switched
You know
it
what I'm
up.
saying?
Okay.
So I got 2 podcasts. OG Talk is the brand. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called OG Talk, the podcast. OG Talk, the brand. In the Partments, it's just a form of that. Or the brand in the Partment.
Right.
Because I still want to keep my focus on
Niggas talking about that
OG
that
shit.
apartment shit too.
Know what
though.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Because see, this the thing. Game respect game. Fuck your money, nigga.
And that's what this is.
I'm
doing.
dealing with what I'm dealing. What I'm dealing with, if nigga, fuck your money.
Information. So
Yeah.
that's why this still is OG talk, because I still get a chance to diverse with youngers and figure out why they think like that.
Right.
Why you did that.
Right.
What you did, how you came up.
Right.
So now I can start understanding
Yeah.
these new generations.
Right.
How everybody thinking now. How these youngins think.
Right.
Like I had Webby's son came over here and said, you should start rapping if you're over 30. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Immediately, I didn't take it how people are take it instantly.
Right.
I said, why you think like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
And he
yeah.
broke it down and he explained exactly
His
why.
perspective,
And when he
yeah.
said, it make total sense.
Okay.
But if you listen to what he said and not ask him, you'll be like, nigga, nigga stupid as fuck. He don't know what he talking about.
Right.
But it made sense.
But
though.
he dealing with attaching an age to see when you're younger, you don't understand information. Sometimes your age doesn't represent where you currently sit at. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes when you're younger, you deal with the age of somebody or something, right? They look at an old car and think that ain't nothing. That's an antique, buddy. We dealing with a, right? So again, you gotta understand what things sit at. You know what I'm saying? So kids sometimes, or not kids, younger people, they sometimes attach that older, a hustle is a hustle. And in this game, I feel as though we dealing with productivity when you need to consider switching things, right?
It was just like it was just like I get a chance to
Right, build that.
to figure out the spot and have them dialogues, and I think that was special.
That's
about
the
this,
biggest
you know
shit in
what
the
I'm
world.
saying? And
That's
that's how I
big.
kind of and all this shit just rolled into it. Now I'm here.
That shit
you know what I'm
big,
saying?
man. And then speaking on the projects and just the experience of growing up with some of the rottenness of the rotten, you know what I'm saying, and just all different kind of niggas, cause I come up with ain't nothing you talking about nothing. Again, I'm dolo, nigga, let that speak for itself. I ain't respectfully to the game, right? But I'm saying I'm dealing with something. You know what I mean? So understand, bro, I'm dealing with somebody next to me that got certain things happening. It's shit happening I don't even understand, bro. And if I had any type of anything about not coming, I'm not coming.
Facts.
Hell is a nigga talking about?
Because you're dealing with information.
I'm dealing with it. Nigga ain't nothing to get. So when you deal with the projects and people not growing up like that, I say, damn. Sometimes in a weird way, I tie homelessness to fake gangsters. Because what happens is, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, again, these points never been made. That's why they dealing with the South. They gotta deal with us. Our experiences make it different. Hold on, give me just a second. I gotta fire up to this. Is some good game. I see where it's going in my brain. What I just say?
The homeless is
Man, boy, you so fire with that shit. See, that's the power. See, check it out. That's the power of doing it by yourself. You don't got that. That's out the door.
You got a whole new
It's a handicap match. You feel me? That shit out the door. You feel me? But I'm saying, see, you ain't dealing with I don't deal with none of that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody feeling me. I'm feeling me.
What you talking about?
Ain't nobody, I'm feeling me. It ain't a nigga, you feel me? So that's what I'm dealing with. But anyway, dealing with me thinking that fake gangsters did, and I never said it because I never thought it. Shit just happens, bro. This shit is dope and deep, and this is powerful. Niggas don't understand. They look at, this is powerful, home. No matter, if I go, you know where I'm going. I'm dealing with some shit. They don't want nobody to know.
Yeah.
So you don't know where this might go, right? I might go super crazy, and this be like one of the only times I got like this.
Yeah.
I might go sit with a nigga and I got several different of me's going on.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is special that's happening with us right now. Anyway, with fake gangsters dealing with the homeless thing, I think that when you a young man, right, you can fake the street thing. See, the street thing only becomes semi because there's no value in being street. I'm clear on that communication.
Yeah, boy.
Period, dog.
I just told my old lady, listen, baby, the kids don't like how I communicate about the street shit because they don't understand I come from it and everything I lost come from down that street. I'm happy and thankful to God I able to walk back up that street with anything because they left niggas down there. You feel me? So I'm critical with young niggas. I'm not friendly about this shit. Ain't nothing down there for you, home. Right? What's down there, now you can go. I just want you to know. It's slippery when wet and all kinds of curves and it's shit going on, but it's pleasant down this other way. Pleasant. Pleasant. Ain't no problem. They going the speed limit. Niggas is smoking. Niggas got guns. Nigga is on this other, but that's my communication, right? But what happens is street shit only becomes valuable or semi-valuable when you have to maintain some kind of household or shit like that. So what happens is the young kids can fake it up to a certain point. The problem is, I think, and I won't say it in totality leads to homelessness because, again, I'm just dealing with my ideas, right? So let that set the precedent of, again, I understand. I begin with the ending in mind. I know, ain't no telling where I might
this
go.
Conversation.
Right? So, what I think happens is that they straddle the fence for too long, right? So I won't go get a job because I don't want to look like a buster. Cause my image is all I got when we deal with the streets. I'm a street nigga cause I'm a street nigga. Nigga, I can go in McDonald's and work for $8. My phone might be going crazy while I'm here, home. Like I'm one of them, so I'm him. It ain't nothing you can do with it, but when you dealing with false pretense, the tint on the window mean everything to you. Right? So the street tent they put on their window, they put the street tent up there. Right? So when you any kind of way can see through that, it's a pro. I just told you I pull up listening to white boys.
Hey, you talking about?
It's power in that. You feel me? And not because I respect them more than I respect you. I'm dealing with understanding the landscape of this shit.
Dealing with information.
Right. So anyway, you straddle the fence for way too long. And you won't go get a job because you don't want to look like a buster. But guess what? You won't jump out in the street because you really a hoe. So you too spooked to really get a pack, nigga. You know me, nigga. You know what the numbers is. I'm doing, you know what's going on. You don't, but you ain't gonna do nothing. But you gonna look like you always wanted like you are. This is what I'm dealing with. I understand what I'm dealing with. Feel me? I ain't dealing with the boy. I understand what I'm dealing with, bro. I don't be smiling or nothing. I'm dead serious. But it come off the real. It tickle something. It do something to a real nigga.
Yeah.
I listen, hey man, I'm putting you down, bro.
Somebody else been sitting here looking at you like.
That's what I'm saying. They can't even be able to go do because the shit is it do something to a nigga, man.
Yeah.
Cause it do it to me.
Yeah.
I just tell you, I pull up a nigga, it do it. It do that. It's something it do. That's why I keep telling you, it's worth something. That's worth something. But anyway, again, you won't get a job because if they see me in churches, they gonna certify what I've been saying. They see, God damn it, I have.
They don't fit with the story.
You was just rapping about diamond bracelets. Why you didn't hit the muscle?
But they don't go with the story.
Hey, listen,
boy.
I just said this on my last podcast, and my fans appreciate this. It's one place in America the Captain ain't made it to. And this is important for really women because I like to separate niggas. I don't understand or I don't like the idea that you spend $80 and they looking at you like you kin to me.
Yeah.
You feel me? When I done had to come out the ghetto for this shit. I'm scratching and clawing, I'm kicking and screaming about this shit, and it's a nigga who he went to the flea market and they got him standing next to me.
I already knew what you were talking when you said it. I didn't wait till you finish. That's what I ain't want to finish this story.
Hey, man.
I knew what you
Hey, man. And on that fucking note right there, man. Man, appreciate you for coming through this motherfucker, man. We gonna do. Now, I'm set today. I'm coming to your shit. We gotta do the same thing. You gotta do this. Gotta do the same thing. Gotta do the same thing.
That podcast, y'all go tune in. FOGFO Loon on Instagram. I do this. This is very simple. I'm dealing with the particulars.
Fact.
They gotta deal with us. The South is here. They gotta
Go ahead and get your shirt made.
for shit
dealing with
show. I'm
information.
dealing with information. Go get you one.
Fuck you talking about, man. I
Go
want the
get
first
you
one
one.
too.
Shit
All the
show.
first one too,
For
man.
shit show.
Hell yeah,
Shit
man.
show.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Parlay, man. We in the apartment with Parlay.
Yes, Lord.
Meet me in the apartments.
Man.
That's a dope interview.
That motherfucker too hard. That might be the best in the apartment interview you don't have.
We just had
For certain
And
purpose,
that-
for certain purpose that I want to serve the purpose.
Right,
What I'm
right.
saying
That's
is,
what it's
'cause I
about.
had a lot of more dope
Right,
interviews,
right,
but
right, right,
to serve the
right,
purpose of the purpose that I want to
That's
serve.
that right there. It's
You know what I'm
time.
saying?
Listen, that's it. Time.
Information.
Hey, these niggas is fads, right? So they right now, that's right there. It's 10 years. Nigga can go back and say pull something from it. Maybe not.